All right, team, welcome to this training where we're going to talk about the compensation on the healthcare plan. Now, this was supposed to be a Facebook Live. Facebook's having an issue right now. We tried it from 3 different devices. We just kept transmitting a black screen. So I'm just going to record this video, get it to Vimeo. This is a temporary tool, but I wanted to get the word out quickly. Here's the bottom line. With our health plan, now keep in mind, you're not permitted to discuss details on the health plan. What you're going to do is refer people to the website where they will then fill out a form. It's just like our business capital. You refer them to your replicated website that we give you. It'll be going live here soon in the next couple days. You get in the website, there's a form, they can fill it out. Then an expert team will take over talking to the businesses that you've referred. Our expert team will talk to them, help them understand the value and the benefit of this, the health plans, the different plans we offer. And then the business will sign up, or they'll say it's not for them. But if they sign up, then all the activation is done by the experts. We don't do any of that, and you get paid. What do you get paid? Well, remember, there's individual plans and there's family plans. Now, there's 4 different categories of individual and 4 different categories of business, but we pay and we get paid the exact same way. Okay, so you don't want to worry about whether they take the minimal plan or the maximum plan. You don't earn more. There's no financial incentive to get them to get the higher monthly plan or the lower monthly plan. We get paid the same, whether it's a single or family. We get paid a little more on the family, and so do you. But it doesn't matter what family plan they choose, you get paid the same. Doesn't matter what single plan they choose, you get paid the same. So again, this is for people that are not in DAC or longevity. They're not a distributor. So the only way to get this plan now is either be an agent with our company or be a business owner. So the only 2 ways. So can your neighbor who doesn't own a business get this? No, unless they become a DAC agent or longevity representative, right? It's all one. They're classified as one. If they're a longevity rep or DAC agent, we classify them as the same. Can a longevity customer get this? No, unless they're a business owner. Only representatives or agents can get this. That's a requirement to be a part of this co-op. They must be an employee of our company, DAC, or a representative of our company to get it as an individual. Otherwise, it can be an employer or a business owner could get this of 2 or more, business owner of 2 or more. So what I'm talking about right now is the compensation when you refer this to a business owner who has 2 or more. Okay? What do you get? Doesn't matter the plan. You get $12 per month per member on that single plan, $16 per month per member of a family plan. So let's just say again, we give you a website. On that website, there's a pre-qualification form the business owner fills out. That then goes to our experts. Our experts talk to your business owner. They do the intake, they talk to them, and they may say, oh, it's not for them, and it ends there. Okay? Or they may say, yeah, let us get you a quote. And they get a quote. And the quote, the business owner can say yes or no. Assuming they say yes, it continues. If they say no, what happens? Nothing. Doesn't cost them any money. If they say yes, then we start the activation process. The activation process then has things where we do the deduction of the paychecks, all that is done by a third-party administrator. We don't need to worry about any of that. And then they get activated. What happens is, as long as they activate by the 20th of 1 month, let's say right now, if they activated by the 20th of July, let's say, they would go active August 1st. And if they're active August 1st, you're going to get paid in August. On this, $12 per month per member of single, $16 per month per member if it's a family. Now, this is a company that you refer to, business. This does not include people who are DAC agents or longevity representatives. You get paid differently on them. This is businesses that you refer. Businesses that you refer, you earn this money. So let's just say you refer a business, and let's just say there's 10 employees. And of those 10 employees, 5 are in singles and 5 are families. So you'd get 5 times 12, or $60, plus 5 times 16, or $80. You'd make $140 month over month over month over month over month over month over month, all for 1 year. And then what happens year 2? You month over month over month over month. You get paid every single month for the life of the customer. Now, if that employer adds another employee and it goes to 11, what happens? Your paycheck goes up. It goes up a little bit if it's single or a little bit if it's family. What if it goes down? What if those 10 employees, 2 of them are let go and you're down to 8? Well, then you wouldn't make 140 anymore. You'd make, if 4 of them were on this, you'd make 48 plus 4 of them are on this. It's another 64. So you'd make $112 every month, right? So you made a little pay reduction because there's only 8 employees. If this goes to 80, and maybe that's at $1,120 then every single month. So just as an example, when you refer businesses, many of them will turn into nothing, but all you did was refer them. You cannot sell this plan. You cannot go through the details. You do not go over all that. What you do is refer them to your website. You let them know the website will give you all the details you need on the plan, and if you fill out that little form, what will happen is one of our licensed experts will then call you and talk to you about how to implement this at your company. And they can answer all the coverage questions. I'm not licensed, and I don't know all the details, and I'm not permitted to offer them. I'm just referring you, okay? So we'll have training on how to promote this, just like we've learned really well how to promote DAC funding. I mean, it's very simple now. We'll get better and better and better, but we've been talking to the experts on how they do it, and we'll be referring you to that. But this training right here is just meant to show you what you're going to earn. Now, you will have a replicated website. It will be going live in the next couple. I've already seen versions of it. It's near done. You'll have it soon. It's holiday, so it's going to be delayed till after the holiday, but it'll be a certain website address / your ID number. You refer them there just like you do Business Capital. Yes, we'll have drop cards. Yes, we'll do all that. You'll refer them. They'll go to the experts take over, and then you will be compensated. Now, you get paid month over month over month over month over month for the life of the customer. There's some people out there who are just going to say, I'm just going to keep referring this to business owners until I get to 1,000 employees on this plan. 1,000. It may be 10 real big companies with 100 employees each. It may be 100 small companies with 10 employees each. Or heck, it may be 500 companies with only 2 employees each. Whatever it takes. You go out, some are going to go to 1,000. Some are going, why would I stop at 1,000 people? There's over 30 million people who are uninsured. 30 million employees out there are uninsured. We can go out and help those businesses. And it's small businesses. It's the people with under 50 employees generally. Now, we do have some bigger ones too that we can save them a lot of money because they're paying crazy amount of money for premiums for insurance, and then there's still high deductibles the employees have to have. Right? With ours, the monthly cost is far lower, and we have day one, $1 sharing of the cost. There's not a huge deductible they got to meet before they start getting coverage. Plus, it's ACA compliant, which means it counts for the Affordable Care Act. The employers have to have an ACA compliant plan if they have at least 50 people. And it's also ERISA compliant, which some regulatory environments require if you're having employees who have retirement pensions. So it's got all the compliance an employer needs or a business owner needs to offer it to their employees. Yet the monthly cost is far lower. Day one sharing, you get all the preventative visits and everything included. So I'm not going to go into any more details than that because there's some things that just flat out won't cover. Sometimes insurance is better for the person, far better. Depends on how much they're going to use, how much they need, what happens to their health. But this is a great plan for a good percentage of the people, and it's far more affordable. Okay, so we'll have trainings to teach you more, but the bottom line is, again, you're just going to refer this to people, and we're going to teach you the method of doing that. But right now, as a business owner, this is what I want to know. I'm a business owner, so I'm thinking like business owners think. I must be compliant according to the Affordable Care Act that Obama released. I must be compliant, and I must offer certain health care, and that makes the prices go way high, and it makes the coverage go way down. But there's some neat preventative things that were covered. And I must offer this, but a lot of our employees are complaining about how much it costs, how much we have to deduct from their paychecks yet. Maybe I could offer them an alternative that says it's up to you. We've got this insurance plan up here that you got to pay this much a month for and gives you this coverage, or we have this other plan that you only have to pay this a month, and it gives you all the same preventative maintenance. It gives you $1 coverage, but it doesn't cover you as much as if you have massive expenses, so it may not be the best thing for you, employer or employee. But we're going to offer it and let you choose which plan you want because it's a lot less expensive per month and it'll save you a lot of your paycheck. That's what I'd want to know as an employer. And I'm going, hey, I may want to offer that to my employees. Can I talk to an expert? You refer me and let me know you've got an ACA compliant plan, ERISA compliant, it's compliant with all the laws, and it can cost the employees a lot less, yet it's compliant. I want to check that out. That's pretty cool. Now, anyone with under 50 employees, they don't care if it's compliant because they're not required to have a compliant plan. All right, so, but it's certainly good to know that it is compliant. It covers all that stuff. And the training, this isn't a training on that. This is how it is when you refer a business. Now, this is paid out through the longevity compensation plan. If you keep something in mind here, there's two categories of income you have in DAC. You have category 1, which is one-time income. Okay, that's paid by DAC through direct deposit. And then you have residual income paid by longevity. The residual means month over month over month over month of the life of the customer. Those are paid through longevity. So this will actually be paid through longevity. Okay, this is called retail profit. Retail profit that you get on your personal customers in the longevity pay plan. So the cool thing about these two types of pay is one-time pay goes through the DAC compensation with direct deposit, and funded value is what it's all based on, and it's got its own qualifications. Monthly recurring revenue and recurring commissions is paid through our partner company Longevity, and they pay this retail profit out weekly as well. And both of those companies, you notice how DAC has qualifications to qualify to get paid all those overrides. Longevity also has qualifications to get paid on your team. But just like in DAC, you earn on your personal clients no matter what, right? You get that 4% minimum no matter what. You get this personal retail profit no matter what too. You don't have to be qualified in longevity to get retail profit. Okay, there's no personal qualifications required. Retail profit is paid out whether you're qualified in their pay plan with their different volume requirements, just like us. Whether you have clients already or not, if you get your first funded client, you get paid. But you need clients to start getting overrides on your team, right? So there's qualifications in both. And I'm not going to go into a lot of details about that right now, but I do want to show how you're paid on your team. How am I paid on my team? So this is what I make on my personal customers. What about my team? Well, there's something in longevity. We use funded value in DAC, right? In longevity, they use something called bonus value. Bonus value. Bonus value. And the reason they call it bonus value is because they sell over 1,000 products, right? And each product has a different bonus value. So you might sell a skincare that costs $100. It might have a bonus volume of $82. You might sell a water. You know, this water right here, Icelandic water, used to be owned by Budweiser. Longevity purchased the company or partnered with them. So this water, when I buy this water by the cases, I don't know what I pay, even let's just say I pay $40 for a couple cases. Maybe it's only $20 bonus volume, okay? Qualifying volume is something they look at. So this is bonus volume. And then there's something called qualifying volume. Qualifying volume, QV, is another thing longevity does. That's to help you qualify to get paid more on your team. So in DAC, what do we say? You need a certain number of clients to qualify to get overrides, right? And then your team needs to have a certain amount of clients to qualify even more overrides, right? So it's all client-based, but there's performance requirements, right, to climb our compensation. Well, longevity has performance requirements too, but they call it QV instead of anything else. They don't call it customers, they call it qualifying volume. Now, every customer creates qualifying volume. So this is important you know this. It can be confusing, I understand. That's why I wanted to do video. But every customer, even a DAC customer, creates qualifying volume that helps people qualify in the longevity performance. So longevity requires for you to get paid on your team, so you remember retail profit, you get paid no matter what, on services anyway, not on product, but on services, no matter what, on retail profit, you get paid that. But to get paid in your organization, you can start getting paid on levels of your organization. Okay? Glad that's still on screen. I'm going to rotate this a little. So, to get paid through organizational levels, they pay up to 8 levels. In fact, they even have a way that you can get paid beyond 8 levels. Okay, that's a little arrow there. It's off screen. Okay? So, in order to do that, you have to create a certain amount of personal qualifying volume. Personal qualifying volume. Personal qualifying volume comes from your personal customers. So when you go get personal DAC clients, it creates qualifying volume. If you get personal health clients, it creates qualifying volume. If you get personal telecom clients, it creates personal qualifying volume. And all of these also create commissions, don't they? So you get a commission, it's called retail profit from longevity, but you also get personal qualifying volume, which helps you qualify to earn more on your team. Okay? So once you've had, let's say, 100 QV, 100 qualifying volume points, you start getting paid through a certain number of levels, right? Once you have 250 QV, you start getting more levels. And then the maximum you're going to need is 300 QV points. Okay, now you need structure requirements, just like in DAC, we have number of clients you need to get, but then you have structure requirements. I'm not going through comp plan training here in detail, but you need some structure requirements here too to get paid these 8 levels, right? It's not just QV, but your personal QV maxes out at 300. You never need more than 300 personal QV. Okay, now, why am I saying all this? Because these plans not only come with retail profit of $12 and $16, but they come with QV and BV, right? Every time you get a customer, you get QV. So this has QV every month to help you qualify in the longevity residual plan. It also has BV. BV is what you get paid on your team. So QV is what helps you qualify in the pay plan. BV, bonus volume, is what you're paid on your team. So in DAC, we just call it funded value, right? You get paid on the funded value. Well, in longevity, they pay on the bonus value. So you may have 100 QV and maybe $80 bonus volume. So everyone in the team is going to get paid on the $80 bonus volume. Okay? So I'm going to give you a couple examples here. But the QV on this product here, I'm gonna erase so there's room here. This is bonus volume. Okay, so the QV is on this plan is 75, and the BV is 60, and on this plan the QV is 100 per employee, and the BV is 80. Okay, so if you need to have 300 personal QV points to get your qualifications on your team, now there's other structure requirements too, but I'm just saying your personal, then if you helped a business get this, who had at least 3 family members, you're already at 300 QV per month, right? Are you qualified in longevity for your personal qualification? Yes. So they're not asking you to go get hundreds of customers. If you got one customer who had a few employees, you're already at 300 personal QV, right? Also, in DAC funding, when you do DAC funding, if you know this, 2% of the funded value is QV. So if you have $100,000 funding, well, you have $2,000 in QV, don't you? That $2,000 is spread out month over month. It's like it's $300 per month until you've gotten up to the $2,000. It maxes out. We don't put more than $300 in. Now we cover that in the DAC training. Comp plan training, so I'm not going to go into that now, but just so you know, everything we market produces QV to help you qualify. Okay? And now everything your team markets produce group QV. So your personal QV is personal QV. Your group's QVs are your group QV. So you need certain structure requirements of group volume to climb the company ladder. There's like 10 positions in longevity, 10 different ranks you can earn. All right? Now, in the end, this is what you make on your team when you get qualified for it. These are percentages. Okay? These are percentages that you earn on your team on the bonus volume. Well, so let's think about this a minute. If someone on your first level, I'm going to erase some of this. Someone on your first level, here's you go out and get a business who uses the health plan, you're making 12 or 16 per employee per month, right? Let's just say it's 10 employees And they're all on the family plan just for simplicity. 10 times 60, you're getting $160 retail profit on your personal client. You also have 10 times 100 or 1,000 QV, right? Personal QV. Are you above the 300? Yeah, you are. So you'll never have to get more customers to be qualified in Longevity's pay plan. You still have to help your group, though, to qualify and move up the ladder. But you already got all the customers you personally need to qualify. All right, now you want to keep getting more customers because you get paid on more customers, right? But let's say you introduce me, and I go out, and I do the same thing. I introduce a business, and that business has got 10, and I'm making 160. Am I excited? Yeah, I'm making $160 a month. Times 12, that's 1,200 plus 720. I'm making 1,900. I'm making just under $2,000 a year by helping that customer have 10 employees. How many of those can I help a year? Get to 50. I'm making $100,000 a year. Right? It's not hard to make significant money in this. But you referred me. You don't get retail profit on my customers. I get it. Right? In Longevity, what you get is level 1. You get 8% of BV. Well, how much BV is there? Well, it works out to be 8% of $80 is $6.40 per customer you get on your first level because you're getting 8% of the $80 BV per employee. So you're making $6. I'm making $16. I'm happy. You're making $6.40 per employee. So there's 10 employees. So you're making $64 on my customer while I'm making $160. Are we both happy? Yeah, we're both happy. But here's the key. You don't get paid on level 1 in Longevity, guaranteed. You have to at least have 100 QV if you want to make the 8%. So you got to at least have some personal QV or you don't get paid level 1. You just don't get it. So you're going to want to get some QV in so that you get paid. Now level 2, you don't get that 8% unless you're at that 100 QV. But what happens on these, I go out and introduce 3 people who are out helping people with the health plan. And let's just say this one got 100 employees, this one got 10 employees, and this one only has 2. And let's say they're all on the single plan just for simplicity. 100 times 12, there's $1,200 going to this agent for making that connection. Are they happy? Yeah. 10 times 120, there's $120 going to this agent here for making this connection of 10 employees. This one's got 2. This agent's making $24 going to this employee here. Okay, are they happy? Yeah, they're making $24. They just wrote for someone. But what are you making? This is your second level. You're making 8% of $12, right? So what's 8% of $12? It's 96 cents a customer. I'm sorry. 8% of $12, 10% is $1.20. It's 96 cents. I think I did this math. Oh no, you don't make 8% of 12. You make, see, it gets confusing. You make 8% of 60 of the BV. You're making 8% of the 60 BV, which is $4.80 a customer. So you're making $4.80 times these 2, which is $9.60 to you. $4.80 times these 10, which is $48 to you. $4.80 times these 100, which is $480 to you. You see all these bonuses coming to you because you're at the 100 QV level, so you get 8% at the second level. And how many are they referring? And all these people, all these levels are producing QV and BV and all the BV. So every time someone in the organization, you got to get qualified for all these levels, but somewhere in these levels you're qualified through, and you may be making less on these levels. You may only get paid through 5 levels or 6 until you hit certain qualifications. But somewhere there's, every one of these people are getting started, there's QV and BV per member being put into your team. On your 7th level, someone gets 10 customers, and they're all this level. 10 times 60 is 600 in BV. Just went in on your 7th level. You made 6% of that 600 BV. You made $36 every single month on someone way down here in your team once you're qualified for it. So BV and QV is what you're paid on. Now, these are all business owners that are referred. What about your existing team? There's no retail profit on your existing team, but you get paid on the QV and BV. So you are here, if you have 7 representatives in your DAC agent team, and 3 of them decide to get this, well, what is that? It's 3 of them have BV. They're just buying it for themselves. Maybe this one's a single plan, there's $60 BV there. Maybe this one's a family plan, there's $80 in BV there. What do you make on that? You make 8% of that 80, you make $6.40 every month on their service. You make 8% of their $60, $4.80 every month on their service. Someone on your 7th level, an agent orders it. If you got 1,000 agents who all order this, well, it's 1,000 times $80, or 1,000 times 60 in bonus volume in your team. 60,000 in new bonus volume that you're getting paid some percentage of every single month. See how that works? So you don't have to follow this in detail. We'll go through questions. This is why I wanted to be able to ask questions. But this covers what you earn. Now, all DAC services, this is the good news. Longevity not only pays you residually every single month, month after month after month after month. Yeah, they've got performance requirements. We'll go through those a separate time, but it's not hard to hit the minimal. And it's not hard for your team to hit the minimal. And by helping your team hit the minimal, you're qualifying. In doing so, you can get car allowances. You can get revenue sharing. So this is the DAC residual plan. This is what we're calling it. It's paid by Longevity, but it's how DAC compensates on all of its services except those that have upfront payment. Remember, one-time payment is paid through the DAC funded value plan, and it's paid out. It does create QV and BV that help you qualify in Longevity, but the compensation, the profit is paid, the commission is paid through DAC direct deposit to you in our override plan. The monthly residual or the monthly recurring commissions are all paid through the DAC residual plan, which is Longevity's residual plan, which means you can get a car allowance, you can get revenue sharing. There's people with revenue sharing making 6 figures on revenue sharing alone. There's people, some people make in the high 6 figures every year just on revenue sharing because they get to share in all Longevity. You can get qualified to share in all the revenue of Longevity, not just DAC's version. And Longevity's projected to do over $200 million in sales this year. You never have to do any of Longevity stuff. You never even have to earn this residual pay plan. You never have to share in this. You can just go out and get customers and make personal profit on your health customers. Any service we market, you can just make the personal commission and never build a team and never get paid on a team. But if you want to build a team, you can also qualify by getting customers. You can go get customers that all create points. Like as an example, payment processing every month produces a certain amount of QV and BV and retail profit to you. Right? Business telecom every month creates a certain amount of BV and QV that gets paid in this and helps you qualify, and also retail profit to you. So every service has a QV, a BV, and a retail profit. Okay? That's how we do services, every single one of them. And the your personal customers, your personal QV, which helps you qualify, and you also get retail profit on it. You never have to build a team, and you start getting retail profit day one. Okay? As soon as you get a customer, you get that retail profit. So we're going to go through all the other services that are being rebranded as DAC, but they're all going to, if they have an upfront one-time pay, like some of our business telecom has a one-time upfront pay, well, that'll be paid through the funded value plan of DAC, which is a very rich upfront plan. One-time commission, we're paying it through the funded value DAC plan, like the DAC funding. That's very, very lucrative. Of course, there's QV and BV put into this plan here on every DAC funding. Every DAC funding puts money into this plan. 1% is BV and 2% is QV. So again, just in case you didn't know this, a $100,000 client gets started. There's 2,000 QV put into this plan and 1,000 BV put into this plan. And the way we do it is we divide it by no more than $300 a month and no more than $150 a month for the length of however long it takes to get to that 2,000 QV. So this would be 5 months would be 1,800, so it would be 300 for 5 months of QV. That'd be at 1,800 plus 200 for 1 month. So you're already qualified for 5 months in Longevity just by getting a $100,000 account. Some of you are, many of you are. And then the BV that the upline is paid on is 150 for 5 months, and then 100 for 1 month, which would go into this pay plan. So if someone on your 7th level, if you're qualified in Longevity and someone on your 7th level got a $100,000 in funding, Well, there's going to be $150 a month in BV going into there for 5 months. You're getting paid 6% of the $150. You're making $8 every single month for 7 months. Even though you didn't get paid out in the DAC funded plan, you got paid out in the longevity plan as long as you're qualified. And when I say the longevity sends that check, but it is how DAC pays the residual. So we're going to be branding a DAC compensation plan chart, which we all, the funded value plan, been right below that, the residual on how we pay out on all of our services. All the services will be shown on how we get paid out on all of them. So you can pick and choose which ones you want to focus on. Hopefully this has helped you. Hopefully it's been clear. Again, there's QV and BV created for every user of this health plan. And if it's a outside customer you've referred, a business owner, you also make retail profit of $12 or $16 per member per month. It's commission. It's called retail profit, but it's commission. Thank you very much. Appreciate you watching.